They've been the WNBA's two best. Here's Hole on the drive, floats it up.
But her scoring has made her go and stop and pop.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, who's been red hot. Clark looking ahead and finds Boston.
What a great way for Leah Boston.
Courtney Williams playing catch. Williams, here is Clark. Clark with that float shot.
Really step up her game.
Mitchell launches. Effects in the WNBA, and they've been
alive, not only with their shot, but
here it goes. Seem destined to finish their last 11 as Clark launches. Smith.
Much of a scoring threat this season has just come here, even adapt within the season.
4 games. Smith catching.
You have to be able to put a hand up on all.
And any team in the WNBA, this is in the early going, and Boston with a massive size.
It really took advantage there down low. There she does a good job recognizing the help side, especially with the block on here. Lexa Ho would have really treasured them.
Here's Kelsey Mitchell, catch and shoot. Beaver shooters in the Minnesota perimeter. There's Mitchell, head full of steam.
Player, she loves going down her personal left, so it's hard to recover.
Boston deep, and once again it's Clark.
Be quicker than the team, but such a great team.
Up and down. Here's Clark, catch and shoot. There's.
She said this will be the game you go back.
And this is on a 3.
Knowing where the ball is going to come off every defender, but she can also put the ball on the floor. So
just checked in. She's a good defender too.
To that sweet spot.
Driving on the
respect that these players have for her.
The 3, driving on. Heidemann leads in, flips
for perfection. And within herself as well, but
has not checked out of the game. Here's court pass. That is a deep 3 from Clark. Looking aggressive. Clark launches.
Difficult shot. She just gets it.
One, she'll bounce for Mitchell. Mitchell
in training camp, but as time goes on, I think they both want the same thing as far as
Lexi Hull coming up with another steal. Splits the as Mitchell catch and shoot.
Player that again the Fever desperately.
Extra pass and Lassini. Clark sets up Dantas. And Bria Gossheim. All WNBA player. Got a goal here. That's a difficult look of Good Eats. It's one of the top defenses in the league. As Asia Wilson for kickback. Here's a fact. Benlay through. Lassini
with the exact same energy and
you're the opponent, but
players to score.
Heidemann attacking Clark. Found a spot in the WNBA. It's Clark.
Not only with her passing, but also with especially that floater.
From their second units. Long here tonight.
Well, she couldn't quite stay out.
Hines Allen, aggressive take. They've got a really good, just blows by Collier and late. Collier extra pass. And there's Hines.
But we've seen
tested for the 3rd time this season.
Fine.
Open 3. Now she'll take it and
knock it down, no hesitation.
Collier
to the next.
Taylor and Lynn Dunn are
for the day, all hours.
Nice starts. He's got it. Beats Boston, who will launch. And Hines Allen staying aggressive here.
For the success that they've had, it's not to kind of do what works and play how.
19 of their 39. They've already won 5 more games than a year. Mitchell, extra pass. Extra pass, McBride catch and shoot. Clark the hesitation, Clark the floater.
Here's the halftime reports, whatever the case may be.
It's amazing how quickly that offensive rebound and work.
Really what's making this team so special.
Had wound down. And Lassini.
That makes it tough on the defense because one is in front of you, so that's tough.
Take into a double team, lofts it up for Boston. On Ion as we close in on hitting. Now this is the question. Uhas launches. Williams sets up Collier, who's open, and Collier's having scores in the WNBA rebounds. The Sparks take on Angel Reese, and this rookie class has been on the handoff from Boston. And
as you can see, Hines Allen did not. And first time they were going to the playoffs.
In this building too. Look at Hines Allen. Back for Williams, offensive foul on Vinny. Oh, look at Mitchell Clark playing.
For the Fever again, it's not always about the mix of it right back.
There as Williams on the drive, off balance. Kind of great with the shot clock low, and Boston. Hines Allen skip past Carlton, and
it wasn't the best, but she's been able to really buck.
Iowa State not trailed since the midway point of the. Clark fading, fire. Put her on that initial wrap around pass to Carlton. Lost her father just before the season half of the season. Alana Smith within 2.
I think that's going to be how the rest of the game is going to go.
Puts it backing her way in, flips it up, playing catch underneath. Smith muscling her way. They went into halftime with Smith launches. Boston spinning into a double. Momentum clearly in the hands of the Minnesota playoffs with a ton of experience.
But it looks like they've had an answer.
Here's Smith rolling and change that.
but let the plays happen.
Clark stepping back, fading, firing. Smith couldn't handle it, right into the hand. A made field goal. Carlton.
Really good for offensive shot to get that up and have that call.
Mitchell trying to, Lexi, hold another steal. Back, stepping back into a deep two. That's a tough. Collier straight away.
If it doesn't, you got to get back on defense.
Austin on the drive, gets inside, and it's a 4-on-3. Clark right up the middle and draws.
Collier is an excellent defense.
Keeps it the Fever trying to hold down number 6.
Moving with the purpose.
Mitchell, seen the third, as Collier working. Shooter. And Eastern. It's the national women's side there. Here's Collier going coast to coast.
His feet made him pay.
But everything difficult. Williams firing it inside. Collier hanging Indiana. Mitchell gets inside in the first quarter. Clark trying to get Indiana. Clark. Williams steps into a three there by Carlton. That's the three, pulls up and connects. At least since the month of May.
The win, but you got to
the bench. Mitchell stepping into a deep two here from the Lynx, and Hines Allen. Shots. Cole steps into a key moment in this game as Hines Allen maybe here in the third quarter.
Opportunity to do that here, but
that'll send Indiana to the line.
Get some of this momentum back into the fourth.
Off balance, feeds inside.
If you get beat, you got drop just in all of her qualities. Come back.
Mitchell on the drive, the floater, and that high-low for Minnesota. Clark trying to create, find some space. Shot. Oh, corner to the fourth. And the Fever ripped by Fag Benley. Collier lines up it over. Uhas comes up with this from inside, and wide open of the fourth as Carlton tries to answer. Mitchell putting on the move, shot off the mark there. Carlton corner three after that 29-point third quarter. Instead looking inside for Boston.
The offense is going to make you.
And even at times, that's to take a back approach
to last year to this year has been.
Williams steps into a three, can't connect up with Timmy Fag Benley, and a toss back for Williams. And Williams
going to not be in the Fever's favor.
Setting up Clark. Samuelson will check in. Bull gets it in a minute. Smith straight away. Boston one bounce. Williams launches.
Well, that she just decided to go.
Samuelson open from the corner. Inside. Uhas denial. Williams skip pass. Mitchell launches. And hits.
And being able not only from the crowd, but from
into the corner. Carlton launches. Clark, step back. Mitchell, step back. Clark is 25, extra pass. Carlton, big shot from Bridget Carlton. Boston, another impact play. And Boston handed off to Mitchell. Clark, back for Samuelson. Hit it, driving on Samuelson. Gets by her in 50 seconds. Give him. Here is Clark, difficult to thought about the three. She'll hoist, lead. Carlton started all of this. Benley back for a hole. Running into a double team. Dangerous pass hole near.
And she's done a great job just finding her.
Now a 4-point lead, so trying to hold on to 6. Here's Mitchell running a little rattled off the final 5 points of the as they headed into the locker room, and they still
in it, so you have to be in the good.
There's Fag Benley from the corner. Who earned their 25th win here out of the Olympic break. And be right back here on here for Kelsey Mitchell, who lost her father just before the season. Shining here in the second half of the season. Alana Smith, third quarters with an 8-0 run. They're back within 2.
I think that's going to be, and really just put a statement on how the rest of the game is going to go.
Sort of threatening here to open up the third. Boston backing her way in, flips it up.
Put a play.
Biggs playing catch underneath. Smith muscling her way. Pick up some of that momentum they went into halftime with. Smith launches. Chicago is taking that another step forward. Boston spinning into a double. Momentum clearly in the hands of the Minnesota. They'll head into the playoffs with a ton of experience. It'll be
tested all season long, but it looks like they've had an answer to more and more comfortable with each other.
Here's Smith rolling and opening a couple minutes of the third. Clark trying to change that.
Those are the ones that I think we should just let the plays happen.
Trying to swing it back the direction of Indiana. Clark stepping back, fading, firing. They whip it inside. Smith couldn't handle it. Right into the hand. Fever have gone 4 minutes now without a made field goal. Carlton
come alive, which makes it really good for offensive shot to get that defender. So just coming up and having that call.
Mitchell trying feeds inside. Smith had it knocked away. Lexi, hold another steal. Mitchell looking aggressive. Mitchell going behind the back, stepping back into a deep two. That's a tough. They got a better look out of their possession. Collier straight away.
Which, if it goes, it's great. If it doesn't, you got to get back on defense and include victory of the second half.
Boston on the drive, gets inside, and here's Clark. She's got numbers. It's a 4-on-3. Clark right up the middle and dribble.
Who, again, Collier is an excellent defense.
Less than 48 hours ago. Keeps it. Minnesota battling for number 2. Fever trying to hold down number 6.
Not talking, and they're not moving with the person.
Mitchell's deep 2-point shots from Mitchell that we've seen in the third. As Collier working.
Nice easy finish there for Smith.
78% free throw shooter. And Louisville coverage begins at 7 o'clock Eastern. It's the National Women's Side away. Way too easily there. Here's Collier going coast to coast.
Straight away, but they did a good job recovering. He made him pay.
Quarter. Mitchell trying to create, but everything's difficult. Pick up the intensity defensively. Here's Williams firing it inside. Collier hang point lead. They have turned the tables here on Indiana. Mitchell gets inside. Beaver had their way with it in the first quarter. Clark trying to get Indiana. And it's call on Peyton Clark.
Lining up and seeing something we've seen time and time.
Williams steps into a throw. Stymied there by Carlton. Numbers, extra pass. Williams shot fakes the 3, pulls up, and connects. Season. Or at least since the month of May.
She's passionate. She loves the game. She wants to win. But you've got to.
We'll get a brief rest on the bench. Mitchell stepping into a deep 2 side. Look at the ball movement here from the Lynx and Hines Allen.
Nathan Pay by finding that open person.
Back Bentley, she was open, passes up the shots. Cole steps into it. It really feels like a key moment in this game as offense. Hines Allen, maybe 27 to 10 here in the third quarter. Have just 10 in the third.
Which the Fever have an opportunity to do that here, but
that'll send Indiana to the line.
He's so solid to see if they can get some of this momentum back into the fourth.
Heineman driving into back Bentley, off balance, feeds inside.
Discipline on Lexi Hold's part. If you get beat, you got. But also the mama she does a great job just in all of her qualities. Come back.
Defensive sequence there for Minnesota. Mitchell on the drive, the floater. And
calling. See if you can make somebody call.
that high-low for Minnesota. Clark trying to create, find some space. Shot
bad late, and the Lynx are able to punish him.
Oh, corner. Much better start here to the fourth. And the Fever really. Hines Allen. And watched by Fag Bentley. Collier lines up. Marks had a good one offensively, but that time turns it over. Uhas comes up with inside deep position. Collier misses from inside. And Clark, Mitchell, wide open. In the first 2 minutes here of the fourth as Carlton tries to answer game situations. Mitchell putting on the move. Shot off the mark there here tonight. Carlton, corner 3 points. Here in the fourth after that 29-point third quarter. Clark on a handoff. Oh, had a moment there. Instead looking inside for Boston.
Of course. Getting late. The offense is going to make
70% free throw shooter. And it is needed of her for this team to win. And at times, that's to take a back.
From last year to this year. Even college to last year to this year has been.
McBride, extra pass. Williams steps into a 3. Can't connect. So jumping up with Timmy Pack Bentley, and a shot too strong. There's Dorka Uhas back for Williams, and Williams
Multiple offensive possessions. Really going to not be in the Fever's face.
Boston setting up Clark. Katie Lou Samuelson will check in. Bull gets it here for at least a couple of minutes. Smith straight away, looking for space. Feeds it into Boston. Boston one bounce. Williams launches.
Basketball. I think she had a wide open shot as well that she just decided to go.
Feeding it back for Boston. Inside, Samuelson open from the corner. Williams trying to pick her spot, lob it inside. Uhas denial.
Block there by AB trying to get something going.
Wilson. Clark. Skip pass. Smith muscling inside. Mitchell launches. And hits.
That energy there. And being able not only from the crowd, but from
the three. Heineman on the drive. Bounce pass into the corner. Carlton launches.
We're with Carlton. You got to be able to know where she's at.
Clark. Step back. Mitchell. Step back.
Be there for your players and get those.
Clark is 25 minutes and shown out here tonight. Smith extra pass. Carlton, big
Her teammates are looking for it.
The silencer from Bridget Carlton. Boston, look at Carlton making another impact play. Boston handed off to Mitchell. Nice job by Heineman to evade it. Clark back for Samuelson. Hitty. Heineman driving on Samuelson. Gets fired. 1 minute and 50 seconds. Give him. Couldn't get over the hump. Here is Clark. Difficult. Boston thought about the three. She'll hoist lead.
Third quarter, and it just made him pay bucket after bucket.
Carlton started all of this. Had a pulse. McBenley back for a hole. The forced turnovers. Williams running into a double team. Dangerous pass hole near.
Her offense has woken up, and she's done a great job of finding her.
Goes in on the playoffs. Connecticut right now a 4-point lead. So that break. Indiana trying to hold on to 6. Here's Mitchell running. They had a 10-point lead, and Minnesota rattled off the final 5 points of the. I think a little bit of momentum as they headed into the locker room, and they.
It's extremely difficult to stay mentally in it, so you have to be able to get.
Double. There's Fagbenley from the corner. Prevail after the Lynx, who earned their 25th win. Matchup of the two hottest teams here out of the Olympic break. Tonight, we'll take a short break and be right back here on ION.